But this was Chase Garber's game. Injured, out, got hurt last week after coming back, and came back and just played his heart out. And I commend him. We couldn't stop him. Athletic quarterbacks have been a difficult thing for us all year. We missed about 3 more sacks today, and let him escape on quarterback runs multiple times. And then that last play, we let him out. And can't win games if you let that quarterback get out like that. On the offensive side, we had our opportunities. And, it's a game of inches. Took a shot on 2nd down, knowing that we're going to run it on 3rd down and kick a field goal, try to run some clock. Colby Parkinson one-on-one against possibly the best linebacker in America, best tight end against best linebacker. It's a game of inches. 6 inches one way, we probably make it. 6 inches the other way, defense knocks it out. But I'll take that matchup again, over and over again, to win the game. Didn't make the play today. Ryan Sanborn came back in, made a heck of a play, come back off an injury. Difficult week last week for him, came back, big-time field goal. For a guy who started the season only doing punts and not doing field goals. It's big time deal there. Special teams-wise, hey, we played well, we played hard. Blocked a field goal at the end of the first half. Was an outstanding play. 6 inches away from blocking one other field goal and the other PAT. So close. But once again, game of inches, and the inches have to end up on your side. Commend our guys for how hard they played, but that's the minimum for us. The minimum was playing hard. We need better execution. Now we lost Connor Weddington during the course of the game, but Osiris St. Brown stepped up and came out and played like we know he's capable of playing. Elijah Higgins had to play more, and he went in there and played well also. So we keep churning. We'll find a way to get back and come back 7 days from now and try to end the season on a high note. Questions?
What would you tell your team in the locker room after the game?
That I'm hurting. I'm hurting for our seniors. I feel bad for our seniors. I feel like the rest of us let our seniors down. Didn't allow them to finish their careers here with the Axe. Told them that, there should be some pain involved. If you care, you hurt. All that you put into it to try to find a way to come out on top on Saturday. It doesn't happen. It's got to be painful to you, in particular against your rival, your crosstown rival. And that's something we're going to have to live with for 364 days.
Connor Weddington gets hurt on the opening kickoff. What sort of effect did that have on the game?
Oh, a lot. Changed a lot. Connor's been playing probably about 80% of the snaps for us, 75 to 80% snaps, and really playing well. I think he was leading the conference in all-purpose yards, leading the conference in kickoff return at some point, back and forth with a couple other guys. Saw last week he's such a big play guy, as well as being a good screen receiver, as well as being a good return man. So, as I said, Osiris St. Brown had to step up, came in, made some nice catches, had a chance to get a first down there at the end and went backwards instead of going forwards, which he'll learn from. Elijah Higgins came in, had to play a lot more snaps also, and he came in and did a good job. So, guy gets hurt, our guys go back in there and go play.
Were you expecting Garbers to play, and what difference did he make?
After watching most of their season and how hard this young man plays, I knew if there was a chance he was going to play. If he had an opportunity, if they let him play. Once I heard the other day that he was able to get back into practice, they hadn't cleared him yet, I figured he was going to play. It's one of the things we talked about, as he makes a difference in games he plays in with his legs. The reason why I think they've only lost one game when he plays. When everybody's covered, we had some great coverage downs, and he took off and ran. It made us hurt. We had him, like I said, we had him dead to rights 3 times. We got him down once, maybe twice, but those 3 times that he got out, got a hand on him, we got him in a grasp, we're right next to him, and he made us miss and got away. So We anticipated once he was practicing that he was going to play and that his legs were going to be a major factor, and they were.
Yeah, I don't know how much you can comment. Mills scrambled and looked like they grabbed his mask right in front of you. Did you see that, A? And then there was another pass interference call on number 17. I think it was on their sideline that was borderline, which was kind of, they called that on, I think, the winning drive.
Yeah, I couldn't see the pass interference call. There may have been body contact. I know Caillou put his hands up. He had his hands up, so, but it can still be pass interference with your body, but I couldn't see that. And yes, they grabbed his face mask. They just missed it. I mean, it was just obvious. Grab his face mask. But if officials aren't going to be perfect, we're not going to be perfect. Thank you.
Probably as good as you would imagine. I mean, after 9 years to lose the axe, it's a tough pill to swallow. Definitely gonna let this one hurt for a while and kind of fuel us going into next week.
Stanford hasn't had these kind of seasons in more than a decade.
Right.
The whole streak,
Right.
all of it, the Cal streak. How do you guys deal with it and come back and play a game next week that a lot of people would say you don't have any reason to play for?
Right. I mean, it's a testament to our character. Coach Shaw, after the game, said that this next week is all going to be about how strong our character is. If we just want to tap out and get ready the offseason, try to come back next year strong, then it's going to show poor character. But that's not what we have here. I mean, we have a group of guys that all are strong and willing to fight, and that's what we're going to do next week.
You didn't play directly against him, but what would you say about Chase Barker's play?
I mean, yeah, he played great. I think we were right there a lot of times, and he was able to escape out. I mean, he's a good player, and he helped them out for sure.
Offensively, overall, what went right? What could have gone better?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the tail of the tape this season has been opportunities missed, opportunities made, and I think we had a lot of chances to this game that we didn't take advantage of. I mean, obviously we're going to pass the ball well. We're going to get some stuff going, but I think overall we just missed a couple opportunities that really would have changed the game.
Can you take us to that second down play for the go-ahead field goal, the one to you in the end zone?
Right. Yeah. It was close, man. I wish I would have been able to get up a little bit. It was just a little awkward angle for me to turn around and get up and get two hands on it. But if I could take it back, I would try my best to try to open up a little bit more. Just a tough one.
Well, he put his hands up with his back to the ball. Is that pass interference? And it was similar to what 17 got called for.
They would never. I mean, they're not going to call it on me. They'll call it on a.
No, I mean on them. I thought that they.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that as a big tight end, they don't call pass interference against me.
The other defender?
Yeah, they'll rarely give me a call, mainly because they're, I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's been 2 games where the run game struggled a little bit.
Right.
I've seen from your position as a tight end, what's kind of been on track like it was early.
Yeah, I think we're just kind of found our rhythm in the pass game and going with what's working. I think that's a good testament to our coaching staff and our receivers, going with whatever's working for that game, not trying to be too honed in on trying to make the run game work if it's not working. And that definitely wasn't the reason why we lost today. It wasn't the fact that we didn't run the ball enough. Yeah, I think the pass game was just working so well that we weren't too worried about trying to get the ball on the ground that much. Right. I mean, Elijah had to step up. You saw Donald Stewart step up in the first play or first touchdown, which is pretty awesome to see him get that. And I mean, our receiving core is really strong. I think Coach Kennedy has done a great job bringing them together, making sure they're all ready to play, and they did a good job stepping up today.
Anything else for Colby? Thank you, Colby.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Obviously not the outcome you wanted. Overall, your thoughts on just how things unfolded and how Cal was able to get it done at the end?
Yeah, we just didn't finish. Didn't do enough in the end of the game to get it done. I felt like we were in a good spot both on offense and defense, and I feel like we just didn't finish. We had them where we wanted them, and we didn't finish.
How much of that was you guys and how much of that was Chase Garbers?
Say it again.
How much of that was on you guys and how much of it was because of Chase Garbers?
I'm just going to go ahead and say that it's because of our lack of execution. You know, obviously I'm going to have to go watch the film like everybody else. Chase Garbers was making a lot of really good plays, important plays for that team. So hats off to him. But I think it comes down to our lack of execution.
A few missed sacks for the team. When you had your shot, you took it. What did you see on that play?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of what I was saying there. Got to execute, got to take advantage of the opportunities when you get them. They're usually slim. So in a game like that, I was just thinking take advantage of the opportunity when I had it.
Andrew Pritz with 10 tackles was pretty active all day. How did you sum up the day for him?
It's a great day for him. It's nothing less of what I expect from him, though. You know, he's a great player, and I've loved playing next to him all season. And it just shows that his preparation, or that is a result of his preparation and his execution. It's not good. We let down 9 senior classes that have won this before, and 10 including this one. So it's definitely not a good feeling. I feel pretty bad about it, to be honest. But you know, I kind of spoke to the team and I told them we have 1 week left. We have a big game. This should be our biggest game because it's the game that's next. And to me, it's a rivalry game too. It's a game with a trophy on the line. It's a way for us to end the season strong going into the offseason. And I think that I told the team we need to approach this game like we would approach any game.
Colby mentioned that, and he said that this week, and that Coach Shaw mentioned it too, that this week will kind of show the character of the team because on one level you don't have much for which to play, but Colby said, you know what, you guys will play as hard this week as you would any other week, fair?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a test of our character. You know, it'd be really easy for anyone off the street to just quit because we don't have a bowl game or we're not having a great season. Anybody can do that. So I think that it's going to be a test of our character. If we come out and we show that we prepared like we would any other game with the motivations of any other game, I think that'll be a good sign for the program, and I think that I don't expect anything less from our team.
Obviously had a lot of injuries in you and Connor going out
Yeah.
back in the season, but how surprised are you that this is the year that the streak ended and this
I mean, I don't want to blame the injuries, you know. You got to – football, it happens, you know. You hope that it doesn't happen in the mass amount that we've had, and it's very unfortunate, and I don't want to take away from any of that because I wish that all the guys in my class and anyone on the team that was injured, I know how bad they wanted to be out there today, so I don't wish to undermine that at all. But as the people who are healthy and able to play, you have to not make that excuse. You have to go into every game with a next man up mentality. You have to treat it like you were supposed to be the guy. And so, yes, I don't wish to undermine the injuries that you mentioned, but we have never at any point in the season made an excuse, and we won't for the rest of the season.
Anything else for Curtis? Thanks, Curtis.
Thank you.
Thank you. Chad Davis, Mills, coming in short.
It's kind of just been the story of the season. We're 1 or 2 plays away from getting the win. I got to protect the ball a little better. Still had 2 turnovers today, and I mean that'll make a big difference. But other than that, I think both teams played a great game, and they just edged us out at the end.
So like for you, even when you have the ball, like your leading receivers, did that change anything for you?
Not too much. We know we have guys who can step up and just come back in. You're talking about Connor on the first play of the game. Yeah, I mean, guys stepped up. We had Elijah mixed in there a lot. And, I mean, receivers were making plays all day. My offensive line was protecting, and same with the running backs. So I thought we moved the ball down the field well. We just got to finish those drives with touchdowns.
David, do you know Chase Garbers?
Yes, I do. We roomed together at one of the first like Elite 11 things in high school, and I mean, we've stayed good buddies throughout college, and I congratulate him after the game on a good win.
I don't know how much you've watched him, but was that maybe the best game he's played?
I haven't seen too much. We watch a lot of defensive film, not offense, but I mean, he did have a great game. He sealed it at the end with his big-time touchdown run.
Take us through the touchdown pass on to cap the opening drive of the game.
I mean, it's a big play. Connor was down. He normally would have been where Cyrus was at on that play, but he stepped down. We had Donald come in and make a big play outside. They brought strike pressure where they fired the backer or two of the backers, and the safety was supposed to get over the top and just didn't get all the way over there. And it was similar to what happened in that Washington game when I threw the touchdown to Simi. Similar coverage, and we just beat him down the field.
How hard is this next week going to be? You don't have a bowl game for which to play, but you're playing a big-time team.
Oh, I mean, it's going to be similar to this week. It's still, we'll take back a trophy after that game. It's still 4 something. It's a big, meaningful game, and they'll try to show us what will kind of our mindset going into the offseason, if we can finish strong or what we're going to do. The first one was working backside, had a one-on-one backside. DB had good coverage, and then Glance saw Colby beating him and just missed the throw a little high. The safety was in a good position to make the play. And then the second one, similar DB, their deep safety. I thought he was coming up on the through route and tried to take advantage of him doing that and get over the top to Simi, and he just made a good play on it. It's upsetting. I mean, we've had the axe the whole time I've been at Stanford. We would have liked to keep it here. I mean, unfortunately we lost. We'll come back and get it next year.
Davis, what were your thoughts on the deep ball? You seem to look there a lot, and it turned out pretty great most of the time.
It's great. I mean, my receivers are winning their one-on-one matchups against their DBs, and it's fun winning downfield.
Anything else for Davis? Thank you, Davis.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ed.